Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Chris, and today we're going to learn how to play Harder, Better, Faster by Daft Punk. The beginning of it starts, we're just kind of doing like a disco beat, so on the downbeat we got a kick, on the and of one we got hi-hat, on beat two we got snare, and on the and of two we got another hi-hat. So it's just kind of like the classic like and three and four and one and two and four. So that's kind of the basic idea. We just have a couple of fun things thrown in. So as you can see at the end of the first bar, we have an open hi-hat on the end of four. So it's like one and two and three and four and one. And then on that downbeat, the next downbeat, we hit the kick and we close the hi-hat at the same time to kind of have that closing sound. And four and one. Moving on. After those first two bars of that disco beat, we go immediately to the ride, the bell of the ride. Unfortunately, the kit I'm on ain't got no bell. So I'm just gonna be hitting the regular ride, but if you got a normal drum kit, then you're hitting kind of that center part. I think you can see that on that camera of the bell. So yeah, and that's just a very classic quarter note rock beat kind of thing. It's like kick, snare, 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 snare. So let's quickly do that whole top line. One and two and one. And then we go back into that kind of disco-y beat. The only tricky thing I think here is going from the off-beat hi-hat. We're going on the ands in the first two bars, and then we're going to the on the beat in the last two bars there. And it's kind of tricky to do that and two and one. You kind of are doing it in 1/8 note, going to the bell. Move on. Wow, we're already far along here. The second part, every once in a while they do this little part in between the disco beat and the bell beat. So that just goes like this: one and four and one and four and one and two and four. So yeah, if you can read 16th note, 8th note combinations, yeah, it's just on the fourth beat, 4 E and a 1 and etc. And then when we start the verse, I think they're just using like a slider to like bring in and out the normal drum beat. Obviously, we're trying to kind of transpose the electronic beats that they use onto the regular drum kit. So it's not going to be like absolutely perfect, but yeah, this is kind of what they do is for the first time through that phrase, they have the slider down for beat 1, up for beat 2, down for beat 3, up for beat 4, and that kind of continues on until we get to the bell part. So it kind of goes like 2, 3, 4, down, 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 ba da da ba da da ba da da bam. So that's the first phrase through, and then the second phrase they do the opposite. They keep the slider up on beat 1, down on beat 2, up on beat 3, down on beat 4. So it goes like this. Down, 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 ba da da ba da da bam. So that's kind of what we do all throughout the first verse. And at the very end, we just kind of play nothing for 2 bars. We've got 2 whole whole rests in a row. Going into the chorus, we're kind of doing the same thing as we were doing in the intro. We're just playing the whole beat all together. And then, yeah, after that, it gets, I'm kind of on the second page now where the beat switches up. It gets super easy. Like if you can do the other stuff, you can definitely do this. We're just kind of doing like open hi-hat, rock beat for one bar, and then taking the right hand out of it completely and just doing kick and snare. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then eventually bar 43 I'm at now. We just bring the hi-hat back in for the other part. So 3, 4. Never over. And yeah, I think the last tricky part we're gonna get to really quick is the very end. They kind of have this funky beat that goes on, and it goes like this. It's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Yeah, where they kind of like, and they kind of have it really, really funky at the end. Obviously, they're going a little quicker. It's like 1. And then every once in a while, I think like once or twice, they switch it up with like a little bit of a fill. And that, I just have it written at the very, very end. It goes like very, very last bar in the music. It's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so I'll do that one more time, kind of slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and And yeah, those are kind of all the main parts. I know I skimmed over some of the easier parts. I just want to be able to make sure this is a tight little video. You're going to have to listen along a little bit. I don't have absolutely every single bar written out just because I usually print these out for my students and I like saving paper. But yeah, that should give you a good idea of how to jam to this song if you want to do it. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment if you're into it. Like the video if you're into it. I'm hoping to put up more of these because I have like so many lessons and song lessons that I write for like 1 or 2 students and then never do them again. So I want them to be useful. All right, bye.